And these ski racers won't be competing in the Olympic Games, but they have lots of fans. All this and more today on Toyota Ski World. Everybody, I'm Bob Beattie, and welcome to Toyota Ski World. Well, we're at the Chicago Ski Show. Not much skiing in Chicago, but a lot of people who love to ski. One person who really likes to ski is this guy right here, Dan Egan. Now, Dan Egan is a tremendous cinematographer and a really outstanding skier. But Dan, show me this hat. New Hampshire?
New Hampshire, I love it.
But you're a Vermonter.
Well, that's where I learned to ski, Bob. It's in New Hampshire, at Waterville, Loon, Cannon, Bretton Woods. I love it back there.
Some people will do anything for a buck, won't they?
Yeah.
Now tell me, you've got a new video out called Return of the Shred-Eye. And we've got some footage on that from Romania, and it looked like it was pretty wild there.
It was great. You know, we flew into Bucharest. We took an 8-hour train ride into the Transylvanian Alps. We saw Dracula's castle, his grave, and we ripped it up. It was pretty fun.
You also seem to have found a lot of snow.
Well, you know, when we first got there, it hadn't snowed in 8 weeks in Romania.
Wow.
But then by the 5th day, we had a little storm. On the 7th day, we had some more snow, and then it dropped 1.5 feet, and the whole place came alive. We hit the trees. It was excellent.
It beats working, right?
Yeah, it beats the hell out of working.
Let's take a look at that video.
Great. Thanks, Bob.
Coming up next, a skier you won't forget. Talk about courage. It seems nothing stops him. The harder the challenge, the more he enjoys it. Stay with us.
Toyota Ski World is being brought to you by Toyota, makers of the exciting all-new Celica. Watch out, it's here. And by Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
Introducing one of the most visually distinct automobiles you've ever seen, and the most technologically advanced Celica Toyota has ever created. The all-new Toyota Celica, with sophisticated safety systems, available ABS, standard driver and passenger side airbags. But despite all this technology, when people see the new Celica, there's only one thing that keeps coming to mind. Watch out, it's here.
Recently, Jim Holland made the longest ski jump in history. He stayed in the air for 30 minutes and flew the equivalent of 36 miles. This incredible jump took place in a wind tunnel, and it was all part of an off-season training program for the U.S. ski team made possible by Visa and its card holders. Visa, the only card that helps train these athletes and the only card accepted at the '94 Winter Olympics, where Jim Holland hopes to make the second longest ski jump in history.
Highway 421 near Spivey's Corner, North Carolina. Not exactly the place you expect to find a busy accounting firm like Duval & Dean. But thanks to Sprint Cellular and their car, Duval & Dean can handle clients clear across the state and still be there to take calls no matter where they are. There's one other advantage to doing business at 55 miles per hour. There's no fighting over who gets the window office.
Marker's Selective Control M1 SC, a major technical innovation in skiing. Selective Control enables you to improve your skiing, 3 positions optimize your ski's response. 1 for soft snow and powder. 2 for packed snow. 3 for hard snow and ice. Marker, technology that makes a difference.
Welcome back to Toyota Ski World. Each week we'll name our Toyota skier. And what better way to start than with this man, who refuses to let his handicap get in the way.
Just because my legs don't work doesn't make me any less of an athlete. I can ski, I can kayak, I can rock climb just like anybody else.
Nothing stops Mark Wellman. If it's something he wants to do, he'll do it. Like cross-country sit-skiing across the California Sierra Mountains from one side of Yosemite National Park to the other. 55 miles traversing mountain passes of up to 10,000 feet. He and companion Jeff Pagels accomplished this last spring. With a tremendous love of the outdoors, Mark has enjoyed more adventurous activities than most of us. Skiing is a big part of his life.
For me, skiing is freedom. I can go where I want, I can turn where I want, and I can go fast.
With Mark Wellman, there are no barriers. A perfect title for his upcoming Eric Perlman film, documenting this multi-sport athlete's incredible lifestyle.
I can't begin to tell you how much respect I have for Mark Wellman and for all of the disabled skiers here in the country. And believe me, there are a lot of great ones. I've had a chance to spend a lot of time with them. They're really unbelievable people. And what have we got going here? Excuse me, Patricia.
Olympics.
Could I interrupt you for just a second?
Yes, Mr. Beattie.
What's going on up here?
Well, we're entertaining the folks in Chicago with some fancy dancing on our revolving ski deck here on the Rolling Snow Review.
Well, who do we have up here?
We've got Lane Spina. He's a world champion.
Oh, look at him. Oh, Lane. Terrific. You know, it's interesting seeing, and the people love him too.
They do. Yes, they do.
But you know, it's interesting seeing people skiing indoors. But have you heard about what they're doing in Japan these days?
I did. I read it in the newspaper. It was something about that huge indoor slope with snow on it. It's absolutely incredible.
Can you imagine skiing indoors here in Chicago on real snow? Well, they're doing that just outside of Tokyo.
The World Alpine Championships took place this year in Morioka, Japan. But it would take hours to get to the mountains from Tokyo. So what did the Japanese do? They created their own ski area inside. An official event with ribbon cutting and an elaborate ceremonial skier to enhance the day's festivities. The crowd came pouring in, even though a lift ticket cost $55 for 2 hours. The lines were still long. From the experienced skier to the tentative one, the flamboyant and the timid. Indoor skiing is for the young, the elderly, as well as the professional skier here in Japan.
Where should you go for your business and personal computer system? Hello, I'm Mike Kahn of Intercom Computer Center of Boulder. Need information? We've got the most knowledgeable sales personnel to assist you. Need a wide selection? We offer all the major computer brands. Need a solid warranty and good service? Our factory certified technicians will fix it correctly. You'll find all this at prices less than you expect. Try Intercom.
How did I get to be the #1 realtor in the country with RE/MAX? There's no mystery to it. I worked hard for my clients, and I'll work hard for you. I'm #1 because you're #1. That's the power of peak performance. When you're thinking of buying or selling real estate, call me, Karen Bernardi. 497-0606.
Is governed by 3 laws of motion. 1. Bodies in linear motion will continue in a straight path unless acted upon by another force. 2. A A direct relationship exists between acceleration and force. 3. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Of course, some events fall into the realm of chaos theory. A force best represented as ESPN 2.
Welcome back to Chicago. There are a lot of young people here at the Chicago Trade Show this year. One of the reasons is because snowboarding has become so important here in the country, so popular, particularly people who have come out to see this guy signing all these autographs. Craig Kelly, you're one of the best snowboarders in the country. Tell me, why do you think this sport has gotten so hot all the time? What is this? Looks like your card. Is that your
the baseball cards? We're to that point now.
Is that right? Is that your manager?
Yeah, he does a little work for me in the spare time.
Does he have any?
He doesn't know what he's doing, but he thinks he's helping me.
Now tell me, a lot of young people really seem to be in this sport. They don't exactly dress with the best ski clothes either.
There's no rules. Snowboarding, you do what you want, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but the guys are having fun, and that's great.
Okay, now how about you? Do you do a lot of conditioning?
I have in the past. I don't compete quite so much anymore, so I do a lot of free riding. Powder's my big thing, and like most skiers, that's what I'm after. So, yeah, I work out a bit, but not too hardcore.
Well, you know, we've been following the U.S. ski team through the years, and we've noticed so much of conditioning and how important it is.
Yeah, I think in the alpine disciplines where you're fighting over 1,000th or 100th of a second, it's going to make a really big difference. But snowboarding is still at a point where I think natural ability and style and just the ability to flow on the hill makes a bigger difference than the physical conditioning and the coaching that's involved in skiing.
Well, good luck to you.
Hey, thanks a lot, Bob.
Okay, from snowboarding to the U.S. ski team, Visa presents the U.S. ski team. Recently, we went to Moraine College in California, where one of the camps was being held for the women's team. The girls worked as a group for a short period of time to raise the intensity in their training. U.S. Ski Team Assistant Director of Sports Science, Melinda Ralstad, explains.
This time of the year is probably the most important time of the year for them in their dryland training, and it's what we call the strength power phase. And we're trying to really increase the intensity and build off of the base that we've been working on all since April. So it's really important to bring them together at this time of the year to work hard together, because I think it raises the overall intensity of their training. And that's really what we're trying to get. We're trying to make them be in the best shape possible going into their ski season, because it'll be to their best advantage.
Where the mini camps are focused on providing direction and an emphasis on the different elements of conditioning and training, each woman personalizes their own schedule and sets their own goals for improvement.
It's hard to say if I've improved, because with the injuries, I haven't been able to do the exercising I've wanted to do. And before the injuries, I was really into running track and doing plyos. And now it's kind of a trade-off. It's either I ski or I do that. And I think the skiing's going to take first place, and so I have to lay off some of that stuff. But I feel definitely that when I'm on skis, I've been feeling good. It's not like I feel like I have missed anything, so.
For the first time, the A and B teams are working out together, and with very positive thoughts about the camp.
A lot of the athletes have to work out by themselves a lot, and so when they come into a group atmosphere, it's much easier to get motivated, and you can push yourself a lot farther if you're competing against other athletes. So I think it's a good idea. It's hard, but it's good, because you want to look good. You don't want to be a slacker.
I'm real big on, the camaraderie, everybody psyching each other up, helping each other out. Like I said, we were having the psychology meetings, at every camp, and it's really made everybody realize that we have to work together, and that the more we work together, the better friends we are, the happier you are, and the harder you work.
The mini camps were created to foster camaraderie and teamwork, not only with off-season conditioning, but to carry a winning outlook into and throughout the season.
I'm really excited this season. I have my first race October 30th. That's something new, because usually we are not allowed to have glacier races, but that's something new this year. And that will be one giant slalom, so the disadvantage is we have to go all the way over to Europe for a week and then come home and train for another 2.5 weeks and then go back over for the real thing. And I've been training quite hard this summer. I've been working with a new coach, George Capal, and he and I think, really work well together, and we've done a lot of autopsying of my skiing, my giant slalom and my slalom, and I think for sure there's going to be one good result, for sure, one. Maybe more, but definitely a good one.
Well, Heidi's first result was a disappointing one, but conditioning is one aspect of ski racing she can control, and her season will get better because of it. The World Cup Giant Slalom event above Solden, Austria, was the first ever on glacier snow, and it proved to be a huge success. Over 10,000 people trekked up from the valley, and the winner was Anita Wachter from Austria. Frank Picard from France won the men's giant slalom, his first World Cup win in that event. There were no U.S. qualifiers for the second run. The next World Cup for men will be held in Park City, Utah, over Thanksgiving weekend. The entire U.S. team is now winding up training in Colorado. It was serious business for the women in their early World Cup racing, but not for these women. Stay with us. We'll show you when we come back.
Some people defy reason, others defy authority. I'd rather defy gravity. For me, it's a way to control chaos. If you're on the moon and we're skiing on the moon, now that would be really fun. K2, control chaos, defy gravity.
Classic television. Hogan's Heroes.
Green Acres.
Arnold Ziffer. Who played him? Nobody. He was the pig. Remember Family Affair?
Mr. French.
I loved him. He's attractive.
Pete, Link, Julie. Okay, Ginger or Mary Ann?
Ginger was a bimbo.
Mary Ann. Mary Ann or Jeannie?
Beechwood aged Budweiser.
Jeannie.
Crisp, clean, classic.
Welcome back to Toyota Ski World. We're in Chicago at the ski show. A lot of people looking at equipment out here. And young ladies, what are you looking at? These don't look like skis to me.
This is a snowboard.
It seems to me that a lot of people all over the country are talking about snowboarding these days.
Yeah, it's the thrills and chills of the 90s.
The thrills and chills. I mean, moves like that, could an old guy could I do it?
Oh, of course. No one's too old or too young. Anyone can do it. It's awesome.
It's awesome.
It is. It's awesome.
I like that "you're never too old" sign too.
Yeah.
Okay, how about inline skating? Look at these up here.
I've tried this before. This is fun. Real fun. Tip. It is. Yes, we do.
What don't you guys like to do?
We not much. We do it all. We like this though. Yeah. It's nice.
Seems to me that these are very colorful and people might be whistling at you when you're skiing down the, what do you think? Skating along.
That's what we want. That's why we wear them. Yeah.
Oh boy, the more attention the better, I guess. Well, we had a chance to watch some inline skaters not too long ago in Stowe, Vermont, and they get a pretty good workout. The inline craze has hit the mountains, and what better way to enjoy these same mountains than be skiing on in the winter. Besides, this is a great way to stay in shape during the off-season, and it's fun at the same time. Wherever Ski World went this summer, skiers were enjoying inline skating and the new opportunities available with the increased popularity of the sport. Nestled under the shadow of Mount Mansfield, we visited Stowe, Vermont's fabulous new inline skating park to see why skiing and skating go so well together. It's balance, it's timing, and it's maneuvering.
The physical fitness has a lot of carryover and crossover from skiing to this. If I skate in this all summer, I'm in great shape for skiing for the winter.
Sometimes skating can be even more demanding than skiing because there's less room for error when it comes to balance.
You know, especially when it comes to slalom, you're basically turning the center of your ski, and it's just a quick motion back and forth. You feel the same on your skates. Now, if you get back or whatever, then you don't have the ski to protect yourself and to come off of. But you know, when you're on your wheels, it's a little less forgiving.
Inline skating runs the gamut from relaxed skating to halfpipe, slalom, hockey, and more. And it grew enormously this past year. From families to college teams and even the U.S. ski team, skiers have discovered that inline skating is not just a fun day in the park, but a great way to condition for the slopes. You know, I'm having a pretty good time here at this show in Chicago. What'd you think of those inline skaters? Not bad, huh?
Not bad one time.
Well, I'll tell you, I think that they're pretty good. It's not a bad way to get in shape.
No, it isn't.
By the way, have you ever been in a bikini contest?
Yes, I have.
You have? How'd you do?
Ask her, she'll tell you.
How'd she do?
She did very well. She won first place.
What'd your mother say?
Don't worry about it.
It was okay, right?
It was all right, yeah.
Well, you know, at Indian Head, they have had a bikini contest. They have it every year, and last year we were there. And it's pretty good. I mean, these women, they're not exactly ready for the Olympics, as you can probably imagine, but they ski pretty well. Let's take a look at this week's Hidden Treasure Postcard with Chuck Woodford.
Indian Head, Michigan is located just 20 miles from Lake Superior on the Michigan-Wisconsin border, thus getting a natural snowfall of over 200 inches annually. This, combined with a SnowMax snowmaking system, makes Indian Head Mountain one of the best ski areas in the Midwest. There is a variety of skiing to challenge the experienced and teach the novice comfortably. 9 lifts, 19 runs, and over 160 acres of skiable terrain allows you the maximum amount of skiing possible. There is something for everyone at Indian Head Mountain. A ski school for you or kinder country for the youngsters. There are many fun-packed special events. A competitive volleyball game or perhaps a TP race is more your style. And of course, après skiing is always a good way to end your day. But the reason why we came to Indian Head is for the Bikini Ski Racing Contest, something you don't want to miss.
Aren't you cold? Now, you see, that's why didn't I ask that? Aren't you cold? That's a very basic question.
All the contestants in here, please. Sexual appeal, or car appeal, rather. Vicky, here's the sheet pad. Oh, look at that torpedo. Oh! I hate this part.
What do you think?
Nice. I like the Harley Babe myself.
The Harley Babe? Was she the one with the tattoo?
Yeah, she wiped all right here.
You did? That was cool, wasn't it?
Excellent. Excellent.
Is this your dad by any chance? You're here with your dad at a bikini race?
Sure, why not?
We're rooting our daughter on.
Rooting your daughter on? Oh.
He's out there today, and she sort of hooked an edge and missed a gate down there. But
is that who he was talking about?
No, I don't know. No, she's not the Harley Babe.
What do you think?
That's kind of nice.
Do you have a favorite out there?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do.
And?
His daughter. She missed all the gates, but she looked all right.
About 65 miles south of the nearest stoplight, and 2 miles up in the Rocky Mountain sky, you'll find skiers' heaven, also known as Telluride Ski Mountain, where the skiing's perfect and the views are even better. And whether you're going to extremes or just going for a lesson, don't go without your Visa card, because at Telluride Ski Mountain, they'll let you take the plunge, but they won't take American Express. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
Having been ranked the best compact sport utility vehicle in initial quality by its owners, we thought the Toyota 4Runner's extra value package might go unnoticed. So we put a twist on it. You get chrome bumpers, leather seats and trim, air conditioning, power windows, door locks, mirrors, and more for a savings of up to $1,000. Nice catch.
Any volunteers to fight the Wildcats? You bet. Tennessee and Kentucky, Saturday on ESPN.
The Canadians. The Rangers. The Stanley Cup champion Canadians face the Rangers. Tuesday live on ESPN National Hockey Night.
Welcome back to Toyota Ski World. They claim to be the first ski area to open this winter. Sunday River in Maine opened their lifts on October 11th at 8 a.m. Killington in Vermont claims the same date, but rumor has it, it was after 8 a.m. It looks like Sunday River's $3.1 million upgrade in snowmaking equipment has already paid off. Oh boy, almost makes me want to get right up there and dance, but I forgot my ski parker. Well, it's not exactly like being in Maine, but we certainly have had a great time here in Chicago, and you're going to see all of these parkers and these ski uniforms all over the country. I'm not sure you're going to see people dancing like this everywhere, but who knows? Well, that's about it for Ski World for this week, folks. We've enjoyed being in Chicago. We can't wait to get back to the mountains because I called home in Colorado just this afternoon and it was snowing. Next week, we're going to be in Beaver Creek with the members of the U.S. ski team. Join us then, won't you? Goodbye, everybody.
The judges are entering their votes right now. They need all the help they can get. You need our help.
Man doesn't know where the changing wind goes when it's blowing his feelings around. Like home in his mind, out of place, out of time, like a vision unseen and unfound. A man can't recall when he first learned to fall, or the time when he learned how to climb. But the dream is the thing, it's his anchor and wings, both his soul and the flame in his eyes. Oh, the wisdom is reaching far beyond what you see, and the triumph is seeking all the best you can be. So delight in the journey with the struggle it seems, while the spirit is learning that we rise with our dreams.
Toyota Ski World has been brought to you by Toyota and their full line of quality cars and trucks. Toyota, I love what you do for me. By Visa, it's everywhere you want to be. And by Sprint, we've got everything you need, local, long distance, and cellular, to let you be there now. Toyota Ski World is a presentation of ESPN in association with Worldwide Ski Corporation.
Oh, the wisdom is reaching far beyond what you see.
Up next.